Alright, so our first article is Principles of Instruction, which is by Barak Rosenshine. Presumably you can see me. So the reason we picked this is I read this first issue of Research Ed, and there were a number of mentions of the article throughout. So that's why we're doing it. Basically, as you read, just so you know, it took me 25 minutes when I read it in kind of the most precise and orderly way I could. So I sort of read every single word, including the references, to get an idea of how long it should take. So this is my estimate. It should take you about 25 minutes. As you read, there are three things in particular I want you to keep in the front of your mind. So basically, it's going to tell you 10 principles of good instruction, what good teachers do, and give you examples of each. So the first thing I want you to do is think about, as you read, which one of these 10 is a personal strength of yours or something you're proud of. Which one is one area for you to improve upon? So this would be one of the 10. The more honest you can be, the better, I guess, as we're trying to share practice and discuss how we do things. And then the third thing is I want you to add one strategy to add to a principle. So, like I said, there's 10 principles to go through, that he will take you through rather, and each one is given sort of a reasoning, an explanation, and then some examples from practice or ways to approach it. So what I want you to do is pick one, and it could be different to your strength and your weakness area. It could just be something that maybe you think your practice really neatly addresses, or your subject area, for example, neatly addresses. And then you're basically doing something additive. So what strategy can you add to which of the principles, which can be those or not those, depending on what you prefer. So if you haven't already, post a little introductory video so people know who you are, where you're from, and what your background is before we do the actual meeting. And then, start reading this article. Keep these three things in mind, but also just annotate or read and take notes, whatever notes occur to you as you go through it. Lovely.